bounced back from that shit show this past weekend to take all 3 points against Hull City at Ewood Park. But how did they do it? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another match review. Looking back at Blackburn Rovers' latest match in the Championship up against Hull City. And of course, we'll talk about that in just 1 second. If you're new, wave in, smash your subscribe and get your bag out today with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, World Football related. We got it all here, boys, under one roofski. That's right, of course, Blackburn Rovers taking all 3 points against Hull City at Ewood Bloody Park. And I'll tell you how all that panned out in just 1 second. Of course, I want a big shout out to my mother BRPs. We're talking about the pay a tree. Oh, it's a good shout out to you guys for, of course, becoming the latest member of the gangs. We've got 2 new guys this past week, Connor Medlin and, of course, Jim Wood, becoming the latest member of the Patreon gang. So I do appreciate your support. Thank you for your support. Also, I want to let you know that there's going to be some brand new perks for two patrons, including first look access. You're going to get a week to enjoy the first look content on Dirk's daily diary videos. Of course, they will be made to you guys, available to you first, of course, and of course, eventually they'll be made to the rest of the public. But of course, you'll get to see the insights if there's anything like sneaky bit of information that you might want to find out. Of course, you could become a patron and of course get that information readily available. But of course, yes, Rovers, back to it guys again. If you want to become the next member of the Patreon gang, check it all out down below. So here we go. We're going to take a look back then, shall we, aren't we? Of course, at the game that did take place at Ewood Park, 2-0 in the end. Hull City were the visitors, and unfortunately for them, they came home with nothing. Rovers, though, coming home with all 3 points. This definitely was a game of 2 halves. First half, Rovers were absolutely diabolical, not even in this race. Of course, Hull City were the better side in the first half. I was offered on the live stream to take the 0-0. I said no. We got enough in the locker to win this game, and I would have even, I would have taken the wrath of a 1-0 loss. I thought there was no way where I was taking a 0-0 draw against a team that hasn't scored in 4 or 5 games now. So yes, we've got this little chance for us to get some momentum under our wings. Just 1 defeat now all season so far, so pretty good start to campaign for Rovers. That's good. We're just bubbling under the surface right now, and hopefully when we get the likes of Bradley Johnson back, when we get the likes of Ranky Costello back, who else are we missing? I'm sure there's some major players, of course, that we are missing. Bradley Dacarino, of course. When all those guys come back into the fold, and of course can add some more competition to the squad, hopefully we can make more a habit of this and get back to winning ways on a regular basis. But 2-0 win for Rovers. Good job for us. And what an off have we found in the back there. Daniel Ayala, absolutely immense. He is my signing of the season, even though he was there last season. He's my sign. It's like we've got a brand new player. It's like we last season's Ayala is nothing. This season's Ayala, tremendous. Out on his own right now. I think player of the month last time around, player of the month so far for this month around as well. Coming in there, clean sheet today, alongside of course Lenihan and Kaminski. But of course a goal. That's his 2nd of the season. Keep him coming, Daniel. You could be a superstar legend. Of course, we've had goal scoring defenders in the past with Charlie Mulgrew, but not like a commanding superstar standout that is Daniel Ayala. That's 2 bullet headers at the back of the net to his campaign already. That's fantastic start to the campaign. And of course, getting big bad boy Brereton Diaz on the score sheet as well. The Viva La Roca, Viva La Diaz. This is 4th for the season so far, and we're looking very, very good for him to get double digits maybe before the turn of the year. So that's my aim, is to see him get 10 goals at least before the end of December, and he's well on the way there, nearly halfway. So good to him. But it is definitely a game of 2 halves. First half we were absolutely diabolical. We'll break that down in a minute. You can see what I'm talking about in the stats. But these are the overall stats: 44% possession for Rovers, 56% possession for Hull City. We have 18 shots to their 16. 8 of them were off target. 6 of theirs were off target. 5 of them were saved by Kaminski. 4 of them was saved there. 6 corners apiece. Some other bits and pieces there. But let's take a look at some more hardcore stats. These are overall ones here. Big chances had, and we did miss a massive chance as well to extend that lead. Shots inside the box, 10 of them compared to their shots, just 4 of them inside the box. 8 of them long range cookies, 12 of them long range cookies to them as well. They had more passes and all that kind of stuff and touches probably than we did. But that's the way it is these days. That's the way we're playing football compared to last season. Last season we had all the gear and no idea, and unfortunately that wasn't the way. So I think maybe the way to win these days is have less of the possession. And of course, let's take a look at these first half stats then. Here we go. Again, had less possession in the first half, all Hull City in the first half. They had more shots, everything. Look at it, all blue, all blue. The only things that was green was goalkeeper saves, possession lost. We had the shittest of first halves you would ever see. Absolutely, and just fortunately for us, we played a Hull City that were not firing today on Hull City. They had quite a few shots considering, but they just were terrible shots. As for the second half, we can flip that son of a bitch all the way around now. As you can see, a lot more columns have been highlighted, or rows have been highlighted in the colour of green here. Shots for Rovers. Again, possession was not one of them. Again, shots on target, off target, big chances, minutes, shots in the box, all going in favour of Rovers here. Duels won, tackles and all this kind of stuff, all going. It was a completely different vibe for Blackburn Rovers. Let's take a look at the starting 11s then, shall we? Let's take a look at who was involved. Kaminsky between sticks, Daniel Ayala, the Royce at the back there, Lenihan as well. There could become a dream bloody partnership here, and that's a good age. These are good ages for centre-backs for me. There's nobody over the age of 30, 32, no aging centre-backs. These are in their prime centre-backs. If we can keep them fit, who says that we can't bloody make a little flirt with that top six? But I might be getting ahead of myself. And then we've got two, of course, demanding and commanding left-back, full-backs there. Harry Pickering coming in there, starting to really show his worth. Nyambi as well in there. Leighton Clarkson, I thought it was a bit shit today, to be fair. But again, you know what? You can't be fantastic each and every day. Travers again, a little bit meh. Buckley also a bit meh. Again, a lot of these guys in the first half sucked ass. They really did. And then, of course, Darius Dolan, handful as he was. Joe Rothwell. I tell you what, Joe Rothwell is just fantastic. The way he changes the game, the way he runs at you is just he's a rare one. He's a rare oddity. You know, the way he gets the ball and he drives himself further up the field. 2 or 3 chances he drove us from our maybe 25-yard line all the way up to their 25-yard within a couple of seconds. It takes forever when we do it the other way. So he is somebody that I'd like to see us commit to another couple of years. I know he probably doesn't want to, but this is his year. This is his year to make a name for himself, and of course, hopefully, he can be a regular. And let's get him signed up. Let's get him drunk. Let's get him drunk. Get a contract in front of him. Say, you know what? Sign this Christmas card for matey boy, and then surprise, we've signed you up for another 5 years. Let's take a look at the substitutions. Then we did see the likes of Cadra coming on, Abracadabra, absolutely fantastic. Daniel Butterworth as well. Carter came on. Did he? No, we didn't. Jacob Davenport came on as well. I don't know what this means. This whatever that means. Let's take a look at the opposition. Then Ingram between sticks, Greaves, Bernard, Elder, Coyle, Smith, Smallwood, Wicks, Willix, Loose, Potter, Doherty, and McGuinness. I tell you what, Malik Wicks is a bit of a player as well. Coming in and, of course, ripping it up last season in League One. Also ripping it up down the right-hand side today. As for their substitutions, they saw George Moncur, Ryan Longman and Tyler Smith coming on, but again, to little or no avail. Let's take a little look at some of the other bits and pieces there. What are we looking at here? Pass success rate, 83% going in favour of Hull, 78% for Rovers. Again, possession is going for Hull. These are the shot maps here. Of course, we are represented by the orange. We peppered them. Peppered the goalkeeper consistently. And they had quite a lot of long shots outside the box. Unfortunately, Kaminsky is Kaminsky, and of course, probably one of the sleepers. They're sleeper hits that nobody's talking about. Nobody outside of Ewood Park is raving about Kaminsky. Nobody outside of Ewood Park is raving about Ayala. Nobody outside of Ewood Park is raving about Tyrese Stolen. No, it's we're like in a little under the dome. Nobody knows what's going on. I think if we can keep these fit, keep the mentality the way it is, there's no prima donnas right now, really. And if we can keep this going, the good times may be here. They might be here. Just keep it. Let's keep under the radar and let's be that surprise package. And go on. Next up, of course, with Barnsley, will be a prime time to see if we can be that surprise package. Taking on a Barnsley that are different from last year. Of course, let's take a look at the heat maps. There we are. Of course, again, less possession for Rovers, but when we did have possession, we were mostly in that defensive third here. Again, when we did come in the attacking side of things, preferring down the right-hand side to the left. It looks like as for Hull, a bit all over the place. To be fair, you know what? This was a must-win game. I didn't want to label it a must-win game, but it was a must-win game for Rovers. Coming into the back of this from that 2-2 draw against Luton Town, we needed a response. The first half, it didn't look like we were going to get it. Second half, though, I don't know, we had a bit of a spree, just like Everton did against Burnley, them six-finger freak souls. It was around about the 60-minute mark. Hull City must have took their eye off the ball for just a couple of seconds. And then, of course, Rovers pounced. And, of course, that changed the whole game of this. The substitutions by Mowbray, of course, he can get it wrong dramatically sometime over the games, but he got it right today. He made the changes. I looked at the bench and I thought, you know what, there's not many avenues we could go down here. We could go down Davenport, we could go down Abracadabra, and we could also go with Butterworth. I didn't see much other options for us. It was just the people that he pulled off in place. And you know what, Abracadabra or whatever, Butterworth, they changed it up. They made it an absolute nightmare going forward for Rovers. So that's just fuel to the fire. And of course, hopefully, maybe we're just a couple of days away, a couple of games away from maybe Butterworth getting his actual start for Blackburn Rovers in blue and white shirt. But anyway, that's a little bit what I've had to say. What about the gaffer? What did he have to say? Here he is, shortly after the final whistle. Tony, take it away.
It's a win and a clean sheet, we're happy, but yeah, still lots to work on. It's still a ridiculously young Blackburn Rovers team. I wanted to put that on record, really. That I don't know whether we're the youngest in the division or the second youngest, somebody said to me, but I think the 14 out of the 18 on the team sheet today were 23 or under. It just feels hard work. And first half, just a lack of knowledge, really. I went to go to the ball, went to cut passing lines off. The speech today before the game was all about growing the team together, go through the experiences of the other day, losing a last minute goal, but we have to learn and grow on the job. So yeah, pleased today. Thought the two subs made a huge impact. Great for the defence, clean sheet. Great that Danny Ayala, we talked last year, the defenders didn't score a goal last year, I don't think, and he's already got two, so what a difference scoring from a set play makes. Yeah, okay, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, bottom line, I thought the team played really well on Saturday, and we all disappointed with the goals we lost late on. But apart from Sam's injury, I think they deserve to go back out there and have another go at it, really. And so we left it the same. And yet, Kedra's, he's been with us 10 days now. He's aerobic fitness is way below the rest of this group at the moment. He has to pick it up, but he is lightning fast. You watch him in training, it is scary how he can leave some of our fastest players standing, really. So hopefully he gets his aerobic capacity up by playing minutes, like he got half an hour or 40 minutes or something today, so that'll help him. I thought Danny Butterworth, he's an exciting kid, isn't he? I mean, it was great that he could make the impact he made, really, and the confidence that kid's got is fantastic, and he has to keep believing in himself, and hopefully he might be the answer for that extra forward that we feel as if we're a bit short up front. And I'm having to play John Buckley as one of the three strikers tonight. It doesn't feel quite right, and Danny doesn't really want to play wide. He'll play where I put him, of course, but I think he's better playing centrally. And so the dilemma is what you're doing with Gallagher. You're playing Danny Butterworth down the middle and Gallagher out wide right, Brereton out wide left. Maybe let's wait and see. Kedra obviously is going to make an impact as we move on, and yeah, let's just keep going. I've said to them, the big message today for them was let's try and keep growing this team and grow some confidence and learn how to win games from winning positions, and we have to learn when we go behind how to chase a game and all that sort of stuff, because they're young players.
All right, what's going on social media then? Let's take a little look then, shall we? Chris Martin, not that one, but this one said, credit goes to Tony Mowbray tonight. He switched it up early in the second half and it made it a massive difference. Cadra and Butterworth absolutely changed the game when they got on, and it seemed to give everybody a huge lift. Those two substitutions won us the game. Toby Waldie, of course, my new mate. We met earlier today on a chat on the Football League World YouTube channel. A very insightful guy. This guy knows his stuff. First clean sheet of the season as well. Welcome relief, deserved to. Back four, all worked hard for that. Nice to see the centre back of Lenihan and Ayala partnership in particular showing signs of coming good. Impressed with how Pickering stuck to his task with physical Willicks too. Well done. Meanwhile, Mike Diaz said Cadagra looks like he could be fun. He also looks like he might be frustrating too. But it was actually my player of the match. Thought he turned the game and was very unlucky not to score himself. Just one defeat in the opening 7 games is not to be sniffed at. Andy Watson, of course, he knows his stuff as well. I think we played better on Saturday, but I'll take the win and clean sheet, thanks very much. A 15-minute spell after Cadabra and Butterworth were introduced, won us the game. Still no composure when leading, going into the last 10, mind. Well done, Rovers. 7th for the time being. Antics, another brother from another mother. Of course, Dolan should have been man of the match for me. Always wanted to create such a talented fella. Better result, but need to see more game management towards the end if we want some sort of as all the big boys. Meanwhile, of course, Adam Tatsuki says, get in there, buzzing with that second half. Cadra and Butterworth changed the game. Well done to the manager. Ayala immense at the back on to Sunday, Saturday, lads. Rob, aka Diaz SSZ, said Mowbray probably got it wrong on Saturday. He got it right today. Cadra and Butterworth looked to the proper players. Saltsters Inc. said first half abject, double change, second half to a man fantastic. And of course, Talk of You said 2 brilliant goals, clean sheet, electric Cadabra debut, Diaz on the score sheet, 3 points off the top. If Carlsberg did Tuesdays, hashtag Rovers, hashtag Rovers. Let's take a look what else went on in the championship this week. Of course, it's halfway through the fixtures. Preston got themselves a good point against Sheffield United, who are hot and cold right now. You just don't know what you get. As are Blackpool, of course, they beat Fulham on the weekend. Of course, crashed at home, 3-0 loss to Huddersfield Town. Bournemouth kept up their heat at the top of the table. Of course, 2-1 win over QP Bloody R. Reading also with another win. Also another 3 goals. That's 6 now in 2. Might be even more than that. And of course, West Brom Derby can only muster a 0-0 draw. Of course, look at points off at West Brom. Of course, some of the games are going to be action tomorrow night. Just take a look at the table. This is interesting reading right now. Of course, Bournemouth are up there with 15 points. West Brom are in second, 15 bloody points. Fulham game in hand. They could go top themselves as they play this midweek. Stoke also have a chance to go top as well. It's a 5th. Huddersfield up to 4th. QPR down to 6th. Rovers are in 7th right now. And again, a win for us this weekend. We could go top of the bloody league, boys and girls. As for Hull, they're on the cusp of the relegation zone at the moment. Just 5 points so far. Sheffield United in 16th after that draw. Preston, where are they? They're to 13th right now. But so far, so bloody good for Rovers. Into 7th. We'll take that all day long. As for this weekend, games all over the place. We've got Hull City. They're going to go Sheffield United, a bit of a north-east crunch clash, Yorkshire affair there. Huddersfield taking on Nottingham Forest. That's on Saturday. Bristol City go to QPR. Fulham will go take on Reading. Derby County host Stoke City. Middlesbrough take on Blackpool. Luton Town take on Swansea. Peterborough against Birmingham. Preston against West Brom. Millwall against Coventry. And Cardiff up against Bournemouth. But of course, the game of the day will be at Oakwell as Rovers try to take the 3 points off of Barnsley. That's right. I think that's pretty much all I've got for you today. Be sure to give the video some love and smash the thumbs up. Smash your subscribe. Check out the links down below, brother. Of course, be sure to give the video some love and kiss it. Kiss the badge. That's right. And of course, check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Patreon if you want to support channel. In another way, that's the best place to do it. Until then, I'll see you soon. Mask up, 6 points, whatever, 3 points. I don't know. We've done it. We've got back to winning ways. Until then, we're done.